You ever wanted to group and categorize your accounts inside your SuiteCRM system quickly, like by the attribute has open opportunities? That's what we're going to do today. Okay, so let's go. In sales and in marketing, you often want to work in batches. And those batches could be something like show me all accounts with open opportunities, or show me all accounts which have not yet paid their last invoice, or show me all accounts which have currently pending cases or something. So how do you get these? Basically, this is a yes or no field, and we'll just have to add this to the overview or to the accounts in order to profit from it or use it in our filters. And how do we do this? First of all, you go to your studio. In the accounts, you've got the fields, and for the fields, you would add a field, make it a checkbox, and then the checkbox name could be has open opportunities. So, and maybe you want to see an audit as well. So when has it been switched on and switched off later on? So this might be an option. I save this field. That's basically all in terms of fields that we need. Then I wait a little bit. And now I want to see this in my list view. So now we've got the has open opportunities, and I'll move it to somewhere here behind the user. And I want to filter for this. So I drop it into the advanced filter. So I have to search it here on the right hand side and drop it into the, I don't know, just at the very beginning. Then it's easy to find later on. Okay, so first of all, let's check whether this works. Has open opportunities, very well. And inside the filters, has open opportunities, yes, no, we can do this as well. So perfect. This is already good. Now we don't have data inside. How do we get the data? By using workflow. So let's do this next. I go to the admin and create a workflow, and then I just create a workflow and would call it account has open opportunities. And then I do this for the accounts. And you should do repeated runs, because this needs to be checked frequently. And then on all records, that's fine. So in a word here, you can run it in the scheduler. You should be running it in the scheduler because you could be updating an opportunity, but not an account. So here we're triggering the account, but we should be triggering the account not by only on save, but in the scheduler as well. You can even do it like only in the scheduler or both. It doesn't matter. I didn't set up the scheduler yet. Just for demonstration purposes, I would use the only on save. I would keep it to always, but it will only react on save. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to check my inbound criteria. And this is basically fairly simple. I need to go to the opportunities. And inside my opportunities, I have a sales stage. And the sales stage should be one off. And now I check here. It is the opened ones. And opened ones is all of that here. So the last two, I don't want to have it at all. The action is fairly simple. I want to modify my record. Accounts, exactly. And here I want to has open opportunities, set the checkbox to checked. And that's basically all I have to do. And now I can first test this out by, now I would need to find one with an open opportunity. Let's just check this one here, whether it got an open opportunity. No, it seems to be all closed. So let's just open up one, closed one. So here we've got this one here. Go back to my account. So, and the account, I would simply need to go and edit anything inside the account. Doesn't matter. And then the workflow will be triggered in the background. So now I can see this in my list view. And as for the filters, there's currently a pending bug. So the search doesn't really work for those things like checkboxes. Maybe when you're watching the video, check back whether the bug is already fixed and whether it works for you. But here, as you can see, this works already in the overview. You can sort by it as well, and then you will have the ability to go from here and use those, maybe filter in something with a combination, and of course use this in your reports. So, but what to do if this opportunity was closed now? We'd simply copy this one and turn it all around. So if it's one of these, and then we would uncheck this one, and then we would rename this to has no open opportunities. And now we've got two workflows here, as you can see, related to the accounts. One has open opportunities, one has no opportunities or no open opportunities. And then I can simply click back on my account here. I go to the opportunities. There we've got the test opportunity that we still have opened. Now I would set this to closed 1. So now back in the list view, and then I need to go into my account here, and inside the account I would need to edit something, and I just do this for the demo purposes. As I said, you have it in the scheduler, and therefore it's all fine for you. And then I go back into my list view, refresh the view, and you see the Sunnyvale Reporting Limited doesn't have any open opportunities anymore. So this is how you can group, segment, and use attributes in order to accomplish this inside your accounts, but you can basically employ the same method everywhere. You can, for instance, have key accounts and standard accounts, and then you would use the same thing in the opportunity. So is the opportunity from a key account, and so on and so on. So this makes a lot of sense if you want to group, segment, if you want to report as well. And then having those kind of fields around in your CRM system helps a lot to get better data insights on categorization, segments, and cohorts. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.